everybody, we are in New York City. So I'm going to take you along with 3 days that I'm here in New York City. It's not going to be anything fabulous but just fun stuff, walking around. I am so excited. I haven't been in America for like a couple of years. I'm so excited to just walk into the Target, just browse, things like that. So let's just jump right into it. So I'm going for dinner and the weather is just beautiful for a fall day. So this is what I'm wearing, actually a very summery dress from & Other Stories, and some sneakers because I'm going to be walking a lot, and crossbody handbag for just hands-free is just the best thing. And I also have my denim jacket in case it gets a little bit chillier. But let's go have dinner. Alright you guys, I'm back inside the hotel and let me just give you a quick debrief. I don't know, I'm not a vlogger, so that's why I feel very awkward vlogging on the streets. So I'm going to just give you some debriefs when I'm in the room. I went for dinner at the Dutch. I saw this recommended by someone on Instagram. It has very good reviews, but it was bad. Not gonna sugarcoat it, but it was, first of all, I got chicken for like a whole family. And when I get so much food, I don't know, I feel like I'm already full in some way. And then the chicken, it was mid. It was not even mid. It wasn't good at all. I don't know, the inside was a little bit, it wasn't fluffy or soft, and the taste wasn't there at all. The only thing that was good is that it was very crunchy. The biscuits were okay, coleslaw was okay, so definitely not recommending that place. I don't know, maybe other things are better, but the chicken is their best-selling item. Everyone goes there for the chicken, the fried chicken. So after that, I was like so disappointed because everything is so expensive. Of course, it's New York, but I don't mind paying for something when it's good. But when it's like that bad, I'm like, I might as well go to KFC for like $5 and get a better fried chicken. So that was very disappointing, but okay. After that, I went to Times Square. Well, first to Rockefeller to see the skating rink, like super awesome to see that. You always see that, like for us as tourists, you always see that in movies and stuff. So it's very surreal to see that in person. Super nice, but it's nothing. I mean, I stayed there for 2 minutes and then I walked to Times Square. And I've been to Times Square like so many years ago. It made an impression on me then, and it still made an impression on me today. It's not overrated at all. Like, I think that's so unique of New York City, and it's just, I don't know, it's so iconic and unique of New York City. so you have to like see it at least once if you get the chance. And I get that for the locals it's nothing special and it's quite hectic and chaotic, but in the best way. Like you see the Mickey Mouse and just crazy people, like I had a blast, just people watching, just doing nothing, just in awe of watching all the billboards and stuff. I'm just so overexposed now to all the commercials. Everywhere you look, there is a commercial that's so different in comparison to the Netherlands. But yeah, and then after that, I went to CVS. Oh, let me show you what I bought. So this is what I was telling you. I just love going to Target, CVS, Trader Joe's, just these places, get random stuff. Got some chips, this Tide to go thing, some gum, some feminine stuff. Emergency because I'm traveling a lot. I thought I would try these acne treatment thingies. I don't know if they are any good. I used to use the one from Neutrogena, which was very good. So I'm curious to see if these work. And then this setting spray from e.l.f. Just wanted to try it. And then some Oreo. It's just very random, but I don't know, I just love it. It takes me to for those of you who don't know, I used to live in Florida. I studied there. It just takes me to those days when I was like alone. Also like today when I went for dinner, of course, I went alone. I'm on this trip alone. And very consciously, I just wanted a little quick getaway by myself. I think that's very healthy every so often to do that. Explore by yourself. I think that's very healthy for your mental health as well if you have the means to do that. I purposely was not on my phone the whole time, just trying to be in the moment. But it really took me back to those days in college. I used to go for dinner on my own all the time, and like people look at you weird because they are, especially like when you're sitting at a table, not at a bar. Normally I sit at the bar. When you're sitting at a table, they keep asking, oh, are you expecting someone? Or I'm like, no, I'm just by my own, but whatever. Yeah, this just browsing in CVS and stuff takes me back to those college days as well, and it's just very nostalgic and I love it. So that was it for today. Tomorrow we have some fun stuff planned as well, so I'm gonna get some rest so I'm fresh bright and early tomorrow morning. Okay, so just had breakfast and it was better than last night, but it wasn't the best pancake I've ever had. So I don't understand what's wrong with me or what's going on, because these places have so many reviews and I'm like, what's all the hype about? So I'm walking now on the streets of Soho. Very quiet today, Sunday. But it's so lovely. I can totally see myself living here. I'm still walking. It's just so beautiful out. And there is so much to see, just the buildings, that I enjoy walking everywhere. Alright, you guys, I'm kind of dead, almost dead, because I walked so much today, but I have to give you the recap. I'm just going to narrate it and show you the clips. But today was such a beautiful and successful day. We started off at this place where I got breakfast. This place has so many reviews, but I don't know what it is, but it was mid. The pancakes were nice, but it's not the best I've ever had. I had some biscuits, which were also nice, but they were okay. And then the egg and the sausage were mid. So I was kind of disappointed because the night before, I also had a dinner that wasn't quite that good. So I started to doubt the places that have so many reviews. I'm not sure if they are good or not. So after that, I walked a little bit and then I went to Washington Square Park. But on my way there, because I'm staying in Soho, so on my way there, I walked in Soho a little bit and it was so beautiful. Like Sunday morning, of course, so the shops are not open yet, and it was so peaceful. Like sometimes, or at least I used to think, because many years ago when I came, we stayed in the Times Square area, so I used to think that the whole New York City is like that. And also what you see in movies and stuff, it's always so busy and the hustle and the bustling. But Soho was like so quiet, so peaceful. I can totally see myself living here. Like I'm walking in awe and I'm like, why didn't I come study here? Because the NYU is right there. So I was like, why didn't I choose this university? You know, at that time when I was picking colleges, NYU wasn't even considered. I don't know why. I don't even know if I would have gotten in or anything like that, but New York City in general was just not on my radar. So I was thinking all of these things and then just walking around, just looking at the buildings and just sightseeing. Like literally today was just for sightseeing and eating, and I loved it. So went to Washington Square Park. I loved the vibe as well. I got a coffee before that so I can sit and have my coffee. There were some people playing jazz music, which is just so my vibe. It's just so peaceful. Again, I keep saying peaceful, but that's really what I experienced in this area at least. So I sat in Washington Square Park for quite a while, like about an hour or so, and I'm just in awe. Like people watching, you know, you have some crazy people walking around, but it just makes it so entertaining. And then with the scenery, with all the buildings all around you, it's just magical. Then I walked a little bit more and I went to Union Square and didn't really sit there, but I just wanted to see what it's all about. And so many people, like with the paintings and stuff, so a lot of kiosks or little shops that you can buy stuff at, like souvenirs and stuff. And then I also went into Whole Foods because I wanted to get the chocolate, the Hue chocolate. I have been seeing this chocolate all over Instagram and I wanted to try it because I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate, but if I get a good one, I'm all in for it. And guys, like, let me tell you, this chocolate, it is so good. Like it's not overrated at all. It is that good. It's just soft on the inside. I'll show you the flavor that I got, but I just got one just to test it out before I get a bunch. But I'm going to go back and get like a little stash for me to take home because it's just such a rich, flavorful but well balanced chocolate. And in the Netherlands we get good chocolate, so you know, this one is on par with that. Okay, so after Union Square and stuff, I went to Madison Square Park. It was just, I was hopping from park to park because I just love that. Whenever you're in a big city, I love going to the little parks, just sit around and just watch people and watch, like, you know, the buildings and stuff, and still like taking it all in, but at in a different manner. And at the Madison Square Park, I went to Shake Shack because one of you recommended it. I have tried Shake Shack in the past, but I didn't remember how it tastes, but it was good. I got just a regular burger with some cheese fries. It was so good. The burger bun is what is the best, and then with the patty, a little bit salty, but the bun is like so soft and sweet, and with the sauce, it's just one of the best burgers ever. And I even got it on the house. I don't know what, maybe it's the privilege of looks or whatever. I didn't have to pay, so that's a plus. But then it started raining a little bit, and so it wasn't nothing bad, but it's just, I was like, it was so nice in the morning, and then it started raining a little bit, but then just for a couple of minutes. So then I kept walking, and I passed this doggy park thing, super cute with so many little dogs, and then past the Empire State Building, which is like majestic, and I was on my way to Bryant Park. Guys, this park is so cute right now because they have all the before that I passed the New York Library, which is like also a beautiful old building, but it's just one of those buildings that I see a lot in like more European architecture, so I love that. Just those more old buildings which have a lot of character. But yeah, went to Bryant Park, and right now they have all the Christmas like theme, or at least you have like a lot of different shops. It's like a market, but I think it's permanent for like the Christmas period, but very local artisan creating their own art or their own products. I got this body scrub from this shop. Let me get it for you. So the brand is called Thompson and Bleecker, and I got the body scrub, whipped sugar scrub in the fragrance pomegranate. It's so good, like I'm not exaggerating. It's such a beautiful fragrance, so I can't wait to use this. But there are so many little shops, and I wish I had more time to like really, go in all of them, but I couldn't do that. But shops with like Christmas ornaments, shops for candles, sweaters, whatever, you name it, they have it right there. With tea, with cookies. They have a lot of restaurants as well if you want to sit there. There is an ice rink, so it's just so festive, and everyone is like already in the holiday spirit. I went to Macy's for a pit stop as well, and the whole place is so beautifully decorated, and I just feel like it's going to be so much fun this year because there were 2 years that it was just different, so people are doing maybe a little bit extra this year. I don't know, maybe it's like this every single year, but I just felt like it's very festive and everyone is like in good spirits. So then I kept walking, went past the Grand Central Station, and I had to go to Tacos Numero Uno. One of you guys recommended this to me, and I love when you recommend things to me that I actually try them out. I couldn't do every single thing you recommended, but that means that I have to come back to New York City, of course. But the tacos it's no joke. Like, it's so good. I just got the regular taco, the cornmeal tortilla with chicken. That's it. So simple, but so delicious. It's just so well balanced with the chicken, which is like beautifully marinated and the right amount of saltiness, and then with the tomatoes, with the guacamole on top. It's just sublime. So definitely recommend this place. And I got just one taco because I wanted to try it first, but that's another place that I'm going back, and I normally don't revisit places that often, so this means a lot that I'm actually going back to this place because it was just that good. All right, so after that, I had to rush to catch the Hamilton play at 3 o'clock. So I went to the matinee and I didn't know what to expect because, of course, this is also very hyped and it won so many Tonys and stuff. So, but I went with like no expectations, but hoping that it was good. But it was such a good musical, and this was my first Broadway musical experience, and it was amazing. Like the performance was so good. At the beginning, I had to like get into it a little bit because I don't really know the whole backstory of Hamilton. The musical is like a lot of rapping, it's very fast, so you have to like really understand and get into the storyline. But it is such a good storyline with just the performance of it all, and the singing was like so good. So definitely recommend this musical as well. And then I was thinking, like, there's so much to do here, and that's what I love. In Amsterdam, you also have a lot of things to do, but it's just not on this level. Like here, honestly, just today I didn't really do, like, Hamilton was the only like planned activity. Other than that, I just walked around, and just by doing that, it's already an attraction, and that's what I love. And in certain aspects, you have that in Amsterdam. And of course, I live there, so I'm going to compare the two. And I love Amsterdam as well, but in Amsterdam, you have the same, but on a much smaller scale. So I just love how big it is here, like so many things to do, like the possibilities are endless, and that's what I love. Like, I think if I would live here, you have so many distractions. That's the only thing. Like, how can people focus here? Because there is so, like, just walking, going outside your house or your apartment, there's places to go, there's money to be spent. Like, how do you guys save? I don't know. How can you save money here? Because every day there is something to do. So that's the only downside, I guess. But I would absolutely rock it if I would to live here. But yeah, after Hamilton, I walked around a little bit more, and today was the New York City Marathon, so a lot of people finished the marathon and they were walking around as well. So the city was very busy, of course, with the beautiful weather and everything, but it was just amazing. And then I went to dinner back in Soho at the Boil. Is like a Cajun like seafood restaurant. I got king crab legs. It was amazing. Like, the seasoning that it comes in is just one of the best. I'm not sure if it is the best. The seasoning was very nice, but the king crab legs I've had better. But the seasoning definitely was up there. So, but I felt like the crab legs were not as fresh. It was, don't get me wrong, it was very good, but I've had, like in San Francisco, if I remember correctly, was this place that they had super fresh king crab legs, and these ones were just, if I were to give it, maybe they were an 8, and the ones in San Francisco were like a 10. So that's how I compare things. But this is a place that I would 100% recommend. It was very nice. And after that, I walked a little bit in Soho. So many cute little spots to eat, and just a lot of people around and out and about. And then I got a milkshake at this place. It was like a bubble tea place, but they have like also milkshakes and stuff. And my flavor was Earl Grey tea with vanilla, something like that. It was very nice. It was something different, not like plain vanilla, but like with that tea flavoring, I guess, to it. And that was the night. So I'm just going to catch some sleep right now, and then we'll continue tomorrow.
All right, so it's a new day, and you might be a little bit confused by the footage, but I left New York to go to Colombia, and then I came back to New York. So last night I arrived back in New York. Unfortunately, the flights were delayed and everything. So I arrived around midnight, and I was hungry, so I was like, it's the perfect timing to go grab me a New York pizza at Joe's. It was okay, it was good, but not the best pizza I've ever had, but it was really good. And after that I was like, I have to also get the hot dog because that's like iconic. So I also got a hot dog at one of the street food stands. And then after that, my heart rate was raising, my cholesterol was through the roof. So I walked a little bit on Times Square, and then I returned to my hotel. So today is the next day, and today is my last day here in New York. I am planning on going to Central Park, walking in there a little bit, get some brunch or lunch, something like that. I really want to go to Sephora, get some goodies. And then that's about it. That's the New York trip. Alright, you guys, I'm back home and I'm pretty much dead at this point, but I really wanted to give you a recap of what I thought about New York and also share with you a couple of stuff that I bought. I had the most incredible time. I was there, like I said, by myself, just a couple of days, and it was different this time because last time that I went was like 10 years ago and I went with my parents. Like now I'm a little bit more of an adult and you just experience things differently, and I was by myself, so I could decide on whatever I wanted to do by myself, and I just loved it. Just walking around, that was it for me. Like yesterday I walked hours, like I think like 5 hours in Central Park, just walking, sitting, getting a coffee, walking again, shopping a little bit, walk again. And that's what I love. I didn't get to go to Brooklyn. I really wanted to go, but just I didn't have enough days. So this means that I have to go back again. Because I really wanted to see Brooklyn, and there are also other areas like Harlem that I want to see, but there are just plenty of things to do in New York, and I love that. And actually it's not really that far from Amsterdam, so the only thing is that everything is so expensive. Like when we went to Switzerland, we thought And I think also Switzerland is like the most expensive vacation place, some say, but I think New York exceeds that, honestly. It's like very, very expensive. I think you can make it affordable, but and honestly, if you want to have a good time, you have to have some good saving money. Otherwise, you're going to see everything, you can do anything. So that's my experience, at least. Like just getting a coffee is like $6, at least. So yeah. And another thing that was remarkable to me is that not all the places that have like a lot of reviews are good, because yesterday I went to a brunch place in Central Park, Tavern on the Green, something like that, has so many reviews. It was busy, like busy. Like I couldn't get a spot, only at the bar. Lines of people waiting to get a seat. Honestly, it wasn't that good. So I don't know. I think because there are so many tourists, it seems like popular places get so many reviews like real quick, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are good. So I just have a couple of places that, like Los Tacos Numero Uno, like that's a place that also has a lot of reviews, but when I go there, I see that there are also a lot of local people. So that means that it's good, So I really need to figure that out, because otherwise, you get stuff, you pay so much money and you get stuff that's really not that tasty. So that's just one thing that caught my attention. But other than that, had a great time, had some great food, and walked a lot. So it was a very successful vacation for me. I had to get my stack of chocolates, because I don't get this chocolate here in the Netherlands. I think you can order it somewhere, but it's like it's already an expensive chocolate, but if you order it, even more expensive. Got this at Target. I went to Target just to walk around and look at like stuff like this. So got this dangle teaser. I've been wanting to try it out for a while now. I saw Jackie Aina using like these gloves to shower. And talking about Jackie Aina, I got her Forever Mood advent calendar set. I really want to try this. I already smelled a couple of the scents. They smell really good. And in this one you get 12. So it's like very cute for the holidays. I got this Dr. Dennis Gross. It's like a peel, 2-step peel. I see a lot of people talking about this, so I want to just get a mini one to try it out. The main thing that I wanted to get was the Makeup by Mario palette, the Master Matte palette, and the contour stick, but those were sold out like in every Sephora. I couldn't get it. The only thing that I got was like a lip balm or lip serum. Also got this, like these are the things that I don't really need, but since I'm there, I'm gonna get it. It's like a dry body brush, and I've heard good things about this sunscreen as well. This is the Black Girl sunscreen. And my favorite thing, like I didn't buy any clothes, you guys. Like, can you even believe? I'm a fashion like influencer or whatever. I didn't buy anything like fashion related. Only some beauty stuff, more like knickknacks here and there. So this was the treat to myself. Like I went to Bergdorf, and this lady, very nice lady, approached me to smell a lot of the scents that they have, and I really liked this one. It's not a brand that I knew. It's a brand from Australia, and it's called Southern Blue, and the brand is Goldfield and Banks. It's just this beautiful perfume, very sophisticated, and it's not cheap, but it's not like super extreme expensive either. It's like two something. But this was the treat to like remember me of this vacation. So that was it, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Like I said, I'm not really a vlogger, so I try to do my best to take you along on this trip with me, because I knew it's going to be fun just looking at the scenery and stuff. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.